Right now at this moment, my biggest desire is to finish school. And then after finishing school, I only have one more semester left. After finishing school, I want to go into the career path that I'm looking for. And then after that, I would like to buy properties and being able to own them in the long run. So my kids, if I have kids, will be able to obtain all those. That's pretty much it. To be honest, I rarely dream. I know people say that you dream, you just don't remember it. But I've never really had nightmares. I've had bad dreams. And the one dream that can recall is that, so I was sleeping, right, in my dream. And then I wake up in my dream and I look towards my window. So the window, imagine this is the window. I'm sleeping right here. I look behind it and I see a red dot. And then I'm like, huh, that's strange. And then I just remember seeing the glass shatter and it was a bullet, but my glass was bulletproof. And then I woke up. And that's pretty much the extent of like the nightmares. Now, it doesn't mean much because obviously I don't have much money, but I would assume the more money you have, it would mean that you are very secure. And that's pretty much the only reason why I would want to have an increase in money is because security is probably the best feeling of like not having to check your bank or worry about money. I'm in the middle. I've never really been a sad, depressed person. And I would genuinely say that I've always been a more happy person. I try to be optimistic about stuff. But I genuinely try to care for others that are in a low, like sad place. So at this point of my life, I'm in the middle. Hopefully, I'll be happier in a couple of years after I finish school and everything. But I would say that I'm in the middle right now. Probably a fight. Even though I don't seem like I would. I've only been in one fight my whole life. But I probably fight. Yeah, because I currently, I mean, I own guns. So like I've always been very pro like I guess fight, but like I'm really reserved. I don't really tell people that like I would do this type of deal to like protect my stuff, but I would definitely fight if I had to. I don't. I try to. I try not to. I try my best not to because it's not really me, but if I have to, I will. Personally, for me, it doesn't really bother me. I know half of it is like a facade and people just try to front about like all the positives in their lives. And obviously all that isn't true because people go through a lot of negative stuff. So it really doesn't affect me. I know that some of it is just like, oh, here I'm in Cabo, I'm doing this, but the next week they're tired of their 9 to 5. It's not really a big deal to me. The only reason I still own social media is because I do photography. So I kind of have to put that out there. But if I wasn't a photographer or anything in like the creative realm, I don't think I would have owned any type of social media. It depends. Like if I have school and work at the same day, not much. But if I'm really bored, probably like a 6. But like usually recently I've been pretty occupied because I work from 8 to 4 and then I go to school full time. So all my time has just been into work and school. I haven't even had time to do photos. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Do I feel like I am enough? Probably not. To my parents, at least. I know they feel that I am enough, but there's probably nothing I could do to ever repay for what they've done for me. To other people, I really don't care. It's just trying to repay my parents for what they've done, which will probably never be enough, but I want to get close to as much as I could. I mean, yeah, I think everybody has a purpose. So, personally, I feel like I'm enough. I don't feel like I'm not doing enough to do to I mean, I'm doing enough at this time to then fulfill what I need to do later in life. Yeah, most definitely. I mean, I'm not much older than you guys, but I am 2 or 3 years older than you guys. And I've been through some stuff where, like, I put others before myself. And I've recently learned that you have to always put yourself before others, regardless of who it is. I mean, obviously, there's exceptions like your parents or whatever it might be, but your priority should always be yourself before others. I always feel a sense of vision within photography. Um, I've never put out like a whole body of work, but recently I've been trying to figure out one way of putting out a work that can interpret a vision I see, but just myself. Like, it doesn't, it's not necessary to others to see what I see, but it's just my vision to see what I see. So I'm currently working on a project, but it'll take a good amount of time before I can actually execute all of the photos and be able to put that out into the future or into the public. I think it just has to do with collides of different cultures. Like for me, as like a Mexican American, you're kind of forced to be like Mexican, but you're also like forced to be American. So it's really hard for me to like find a middle ground. And this project is basically showing like my American side, but also showing my Mexican side. And it kind of has to do with my family and my close friends and the the culture of motorcycles, Harley Davidsons in specific. So I kind of want to mesh all those three together to show that I can be all of these combined and get that out into the world.